Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Anyị sị unu ụtụtụ ọma, efifie ọma, mgbede ọma, site na ngara ebe isi wee na-esoyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa na Igbo midia, bụ ebe anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ife gbara ọkpụrụkpụ na-eme na ana Igbo dị iche iche, obodo dị iche iche na ana Igbo na obodo nke anyị nọ n'ime ya. Dịka o si dị, ọbụna nke a bụ mgbọsị izizi gị ị na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo midia, ekabalụ ka imetụ aka n'ebe a na-acha red and subscribe ọ, share ekwe ya, gbakwa ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ka fa na-esonyekwara anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme.
The value system, our nation, our freedom, our future is destroyed. But today, I can assure you that I have failed. So, fellow Biafrans, what I wanted to do was to just create the awareness again today as we move very close to 29th day of this month of May, which the sit at home will start. But again, as I was coming here, I haven't gotten the brief from the Electoral Commission of the Biafra de facto government that the voting altogether today, as of today, is over 10 million votes, with evidences. I was very dumbfounded. And that changed everything about what I'm about to do this evening. So, fellow Biafra, you know, when we are doing this, some of them, they say, don't listen to them, don't follow them. Who is backing the referendum? We don't need anybody to back the referendum. We don't need anybody to support the referendum. All we need is you to support it. It is only you who can give yourself freedom. It is only you who can take the freedom from the oppressors. It is only you who can influence your own freedom. Nobody else. So you don't wait for somebody to come and carry a gun to kill your enemy. No. Today we are doing it. And at the end of the day, what Biafrans are doing today will become history. And many nations will want to copy it. Just watch and see. That is the reason why they want to tell you, for those of us who are the faces of this struggle and the liberation of Biafra, they tell you, come to Nigeria, come to Nigeria. And they have even refused to understand that we don't even validate Nigeria in the first place. So why would I come to Nigeria? We don't validate Nigeria. They should be telling me, for a start, come to Biafra land, and I will have something to answer to them. It is by choice. And also, this is a modern society, is a global village. We choose and design what works for us. And we choose how we fight against our enemies. You don't dictate how we fight. If we choose that we are going to fight our enemy from their side, we will fight it from their side. Irrespective of whatever you do, we will stay aside and fight. Because you don't dictate how we fight our enemy. You are not part of the fight in the first place. So, I listened to one of the broadcasts made by one Aisha Yusuf, where she was ranting about, oh, that one in Finland, how Mazen Kanu is angel. Oh, she was, against him before, and Mazen Kanu is not violent. How that guy, that one in Finland, is the violent one. Oh, how she's blaming the government of Finland, how she's blaming the Nigeria government, and all this blah blah blah. But these are the people who pushed people to Lekki Toll Gate. Was it about Biafra? How many people died in Lekki Toll Gate? That girl, or that woman called Aisha, was one of those in the forefront of Lekki Toll Gate protest. They call it NSAS. She was carrying placard. Hey, Nigeria, hey. She was carrying placard, and she pushed many people to die. Today, all of them have been forgotten. Simon Ekpa was not part of it. Right? Undocumented killing in Lagos took place in Lagos, Abuja, and Benin. another part of Nigeria. And they were in the forefront of the protest that led to the death of many innocent people who actually was very naive and gullible. Because if they knew that they were going to die for Nigeria, I don't think they would go into protest. But Aisha Yusuf was one of those who were spearheading that particular protest. Today, all the people that died, Nigeria claimed people did not die, but there was a mass burial of over 1,000 people in Lagos. Aisha is now running her mouth as an activist, but other people have died out of her stupidity because they don't understand what Nigeria is all about. They don't understand that Nigeria is all terrorism. It's all about terrorism. What they do is if you rise up, they use guns and bullets to suppress you. And if you don't take care, you're gonna die for it. And we said, enough is enough. You can't kill people who just want to be free from you. And then you turn around to call those who want to defend themselves that they are violent. So, my fellow Biafrans, this particular video was made 2 hours ago. Somebody sent it to me. I don't know her page. I don't know. Somebody sent this and I want to play it and then I will make a comment because it is very necessary. The narrative of that you are violent and violent is something that we don't even care what they say. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, who is the violent one? Is it the Biafra people who are just sitting at home and they're getting killed? Nigeria are getting agitated because the Biafra people are no longer loyal to their government. And then for that reason, they carry gun and start killing people. And then the people decided to defend themselves. They turn around and say, you are violent one. Who is the one that is violent? The records are there. Before Simon Ekpa became the Prime Minister of Biafra, a lot of thousands of people have been killed, including those that have been abducted and continue to detain them. And the people that have enforced their disappearance are in tens of thousands. Simon Ekpa was not even in Biafra struggle as a then when this killing were taking place. So, and what do you call that? Do you call it violence or do you call it romance for the citizens who believe that they no longer be accepted and belong to Nigeria? I want everybody to listen to this woman.
The right to arrest anybody because they are coming to agitate that they want to secede or they want their own country. Nobody has a right to arrest anybody for peaceful demonstration and all of that. And then over time, even before the violence, they started the what do you call this thing? At the stay at home. I think it was after Nnamdi Kanu was arrested or so they started it.
You didn't hear that? She said before the violence, they started the sit at home. This is how they distort fact. Before the violence, they started the sit at home. That's a complete lie. You know, sometimes why I'm just trying to make references to this is that because I'm no longer do analysis of videos. We don't have that time anymore. But when the time permits me, I will be doing this very, very often, once in a while. But the time does not permit me. But this is very, very important. When they are changing this narrative, telling you these lies, that because we started to sit at home before the violence, I don't know, ask her, when people were killed, over 200 were killed in cold blood in Aba, in the school. Was Simon Ekpa part of it? What do you call that? Do you call it romance of Biafra people by the Nigeria state? Or do you call it terrorism against Nigeria, against Biafra people? What do you call that? When they were massacred in Mpo for just carrying flag, do you call it citizens palliative? What do you call that? And this has been happening, including the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, followed with subsequent killing and massacre of the Biafra people after he was kidnapped in Kenya. What do you call that? We were seeing them burning even people inside their own car in Biafra land. What do you call that? Who does that? It is only terrorists that does that. Kill people, burn them inside car. I want you to listen.
Stay at home. There was one stay at home that was staged. I think it was it 2018? I'm not sure now what it is. But Buhari had gone to commission a project in a particular state in the southeastern part of the country, and people didn't come out like, oh, that's wonderful. That's a way of sending a message. stay at home, you know, stay at home is also a form of protest. But in any protest or in anything, you don't abuse it. You don't abuse the whole system. To the extent they now arrested, you now started with, oh, people must not come out every Monday. Are you okay? They are first of all killing you. They are first of all doing everything against you. And then you want to kill the economy of your own region.
Are you hearing that? She said they are first of all killing you. They are first of all destroying you, and now they want to kill the economy of your own region. That is exactly people that are very, very senseless. She acknowledged the fact that firstly, they were killing you, and all she wanted you to do is to chicken out the way they chicken out from the protest, from the EndSARS protest that led to hundreds of deaths. They pushed these children, innocent children, to the street in Lagos. They were all slaughtered, and nothing happened till today. Her life moves on. She become a hero. She become a hero of EndSARS. She become an activist that she can now grant interview after many hundreds of people, innocent people who are very, very gullible and naive, died in the street of Lagos. And so all she wanted is that once Nigeria army, terrorist army, bring their weapon, kill as many as possible, everybody should just go home and keep quiet. Listen. And of course, what we have done differently is that those who think that Biafra, you can do anyhow you want against Biafra people, it is no longer business as usual.
EKPA, whatever it is that he comes to say, I don't blame me that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, I blame Nigeria and its foreign policies and whatever, and now he comes to say, I don't blame me that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, didn't have control anymore. You see that Simon EKPA, whatever it is that he comes to say, I don't blame me that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, I blame Nigeria and its foreign policies and whatever, and I also blame Finland and its foreign policies, because I don't see how that guy is still enjoying in Nigeria, in Finland, and then he's causing so much mayhem in Nigeria.
Are you hearing that? She blamed Nigeria foreign policy. She blamed Finland. She don't know how that guy will be in Finland enjoying himself and be causing mayhem in Nigeria. Ask this smelling idiot who caused the mayhem that led to the death of hundreds of Nigerians in the state of Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Onitsha, Benin, and so many places. Was it Simon EKPA? She was the one who caused the mayhem. At least there are many evidences of the people massacred in their cold blood during the EndSARS protest. Was that not enough mayhem? She's still gallivanting in Nigeria today. Nobody has arrested her because she is not fighting for the betterment of people or less privileged and those indigenous people in Nigeria. She's part of the Fulani Caliphate. So she can cause the mayhem by organizing the protest that led to death of hundreds of people, and she has not defended any of them. Nigeria government, there is no consequences for killing hundreds of Nigerians in the streets of Lagos for EndSARS protest, which she was part of the pioneer. What mayhem is worse than that? In fact, our self-defense in Biafra land have not even been discussed by the, many foreign media like the CNN, BBC, but the EndSARS protest, which they pioneered, was a global talk. The massacre was heavy, but look at her telling somebody that is in Finland causing mayhem. Which mayhem I have caused that is worse than what they have done to innocent people who actually did not know what they were doing in the street, who actually did not know that Nigeria is a death trap to anybody who want to protest for civil rights and for their own right in the street of Nigeria. They did not educate the people. They didn't know anything about how Nigeria terrorist state work, that a terrorist state is a state that doesn't allow any kind of civil movement to rise up. They will suppress you with guns and bullets. And after they have killed few people, many people will run away. And that will be the end. So those who will be in the forefront carrying flag, oh, Aisha Yusuf is part of us. Oh, you carry flag and you get killed. Bam, bullet to hit you. Aisha will run back to her husband. And the next thing is She will be on her YouTube channel explaining how Nigeria is this, or Nigeria is that. And then tomorrow they will invite her. Oh, you were part of those who organized this protest. How did it go? Oh, Nigeria is evil. We can't continue like this. And you are dead already. Gone forever. That is the worst death ever. Listen to her.
I've seen now that a lot of people no longer romanticize when that whole thing was started in terms of the attacks and everything. Initially, some people were happy. Oh yes, they are going after. I said when they go after the bad ones, they come after you. You said they are going after the bad ones, right? When they go and finish going after the bad ones, they'll come after every one of us.
Oh, they are scared. They are scared that the Biafra Liberation Army, after going after the bad ones, they will come after all of us. I do not know what she is thinking. Is she a Biafra? It's part of the saboteur. She is scared. Her concern now is not about, freedom. Her concern now is what is going to be the aftermath of the freedom. That when the Biafra Liberation Army have gone after the bad ones, and she knows what is the bad one, which is the Nigeria Terrorist Army, that once they have gone after them, they will come for them. Tell this woman that Biafra Liberation Army does not go after civilians. We doesn't go after those who don't come against us. We are defending ourselves against gun-wielding terrorists in uniform called Nigeria Army Police, and every uniform and gun carrying under Nigeria government within Biafra land. These are the people who have killed us for ages, who also killed her own people that she organized to protest in the streets of Nigeria. So these are the people we are going after. We're not going after innocent people that we ought to be protecting. We want to live exemplary life, how a nation should be. And that is why today you see Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces, when they find you that you don't have anything to do with the killings of Biafra, you will go free. The evidences are everywhere. Listen to her.
Violence is violence and must never be encouraged in any way. No.
Violence is violence and must not be encouraged in any way. Exactly what the Biafra people are doing. You don't bring violence to Biafra land, kill Biafra people, and then when they begin to defend themselves, you begin to say they are violent. Isn't that stupidity?
Because initially there were some. Now I see the same people that were abusing me when we were saying that, look, this thing, what is happening in the southeast was the way Shekau and what the other one, Mohammed Yusuf. So there are two people, just like Mohammed Yusuf and Shekau. Mohammed Yusuf was the head of Boko Haram, but he wasn't the violent. Shekau. Okay. So like what we also have with Nnamdi Kanu and this time for EKPA. Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think it doesn't look like the violence. Okay. He just wants to be on that to be raised.
Are you hearing that? Nnamdi Kanu is a priest. He doesn't want violence. She is now comparing me with Shekau, or what is it called? What is it, Yusuf or whatever? And these are the people, when they are killing Biafrans, they will be on social media laughing at them. Hey, you people think you can just go and protest. They were laughing. They killed, we posted on social media, we cry, and nobody listened to us. They were all laughing at us. Today, the table has turned around. Everybody is crying, all of them. They are crying because we have been able to defend ourselves against a terrorist state. Listen.
What do they keep? Is it keep up? What do they keep up or whatever? That Jewish thing on his head, put his wife this, and other people will not be kneeling down, kissing his feet, kissing his leg, and all of that. Like that one. But you see that one where I don't know as I would say describe or what he resemble, that one they want to do the violence, they do all sorts of things. So the same way with Mohammed Yusuf and Shekau, and so what Shekau turned that whole region with. Initially, of course, that's why when I see some people say that, oh, there were people who were supporting Boko. Yeah, they were, because they were fighting for the rights of the people then. From fighting for the rights of the people, they started killing the people. That's what violence does. And that's why when I see people who, when they're talking of protest, they want to do violence. I said, violence will never take you anywhere. It might give you adrenaline, but it derates your message. You no longer find favor with the people because you need the people's support. Whatever, if you say you are fighting for the people and you don't get their support, not supporting as oh, they must support you, but the fact that they can easily.
Now that is the narrative, the wrong narrative they want you to believe. And that's actually, brought the message I have come with today on this space. They are talking about the people are no longer. Look at it, 10 million votes. Yesterday, we were at 6 million. Only today, sit at home on Monday, 4 million votes added from the 40 states of Biafra land. That is what the structure has done. The structure of the de facto government in the homeland has done in one day. What I don't know is that we have sealed everywhere in Biafra land. Biafra has 40 states. In the 40 states, we have 40 administrators. In the 40 states, we have 15 county head by 40. In the same 40 states, we have in each county 5 districts times 15, 75 districts. We have 75 head of district in each state, times it by 40. We've sealed everywhere. The highest structure that Nigeria don't know what is hitting them. And today, 10 million votes. Finland will hear them, convention. We will play every video, every evidence, including the voting card and the result sheet will be made public. And this is actually what has given me a very powerful adrenaline this evening, because initially, the propaganda was here and there. They were bombarding. They say, oh, they are getting your information to share to DSS. They don't give them information. They are taking your picture. We changed our modus operandi. And today, here we are. This is the first phase. The first phase is ending on the 31st or 30th of May, in a few days' time. In few days' time. So these 3 days, sit at home, the 30th, the 29th, 30th, and 31st must be used by every Biafran that are yet to participate in the voting. Your job is to stay at home and vote. We need to shatter this record. We need to make this history. And let me tell you, it's a history. It is going to be Kaduka, Kaduka, until the world listens to us. We will make them to listen to us. And I want everybody to understand that nowhere in this world that you will be killing people and they will sit back and watch. Part of the demand of the Biafra Republic government in exile to the African Union, the African Court, is to rectify the ongoing self-referendum. You people should just wait and see what will happen. We still have the stage 2 and the stage 3. So we may be looking up to 60 million, because the turn up today shocked me. So maybe the entire Biafra has voted today. I don't know. But let's see how.
Sorry, can you hear PM?
No. Maybe a call came into his device. Let's hold on a bit.
Sammy, maybe you should just hold the line now and keep the atmosphere warm until he connects, please.
I think he's back.
Biafrans, wonderful people of Biafra all over the world, and of course, lovers of freedom.
Ende by dalo lineno umife kunisi wene sore ni ane meni robo bono basinketa. Asiku basinketa malo numma. Asinko ichukwa ya zero. Ende kosidi. Ende kinoro ife Biafran Prime Minister kuni robo. Zodo kibia bo. Iya bo Igbo media. Ka isiku wene wetero nukuzi ya dokemba. Gini kiwede kubasta maka ya bife. Kabaro ke drop your comment, your own suggestion. Ni yendani ne Biafran Prime Minister kuni robo. Thank you so much and stay tuned at Igbo Media. Daro no munem kemesian.